Hello, splitting tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles with me, Blue Ankylo. In the last episode, we had a relatively long mission to capture a base in a forest. It went pretty well. We're going to check out a new gun we picked up, and I want to mention right now at the beginning of today's episode that I'm planning on splitting episodes or chapters into two-part videos from now on. I can't just keep letting the videos grow and grow and grow unendingly just to get a whole chapter onto a single video. My plan is to do the headquarters and story stuff in one part, and then the battle in the second part. And we'll see if that can work for a while. If you've been, watching my channel for a while, you know that I prefer to break videos up by logical segments. I don't like stopping at 15 minutes or 20 minutes just because a number passes on the clock. I'd like to finish up the whole chapter so that it feels like a complete episode. But it's not going to work if it just keeps getting longer and longer. So anyway, before we continue the story, let's head over to headquarters. We'll spend some of our money and stuff, and maybe we've unlocked some new weapons or something. First off, I suppose we should check in with our reporter to see if she wants any more money out of us, because we've got some money. We could afford to pay her a little bit.
Hey! Dropping by to read the writing on the wall? That's a good man.
Or good woman.
Oh, and how about the new rising star of Squad 7, huh? I've heard some wild stories.
She's crazy.
I can't help but snipe them with a pop interview. You'll have to read it once I get it all drafted up.
Okay. So we got two new notes here. Lucky 7's cut-off supply base. Essentially what we just did last episode, I assume. Looks good for Gallia. Losing the Cloden base was no doubt a severe blow. I don't know how severe it was, but it was definitely a win for us. So the militia's doing good, basically. Okay. This might be new, though. Government issued a second wave of drafts for the militia on the 8th. Since the formal declaration of war, okay? The draft will target males 30 to 45. Also accepting volunteers. Well, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about wartime economy, but yeah, you keep cutting out old people who work and do stuff and just putting them in the army. It's hard to keep things running, sure. There's quite a lot of history about World War I and people filling in that void, and World War II for that matter.
I've got new material.
That means you want money, right? Alright, I will pay it. It's on Welkin and Alicia. I'm a nice guy.
Thanks a million.
You're welcome, 3,000. I assume we'll get a bonus chapter out of that.
Come back and see the writing on the...
I also assumed that I could go to the cemetery and spend some of my experience to learn orders. I still haven't really even used orders yet, so I'm not in a huge rush. We'll get to that, I'm sure, eventually. What I'm thinking is, eventually, 6,000 experience to learn an order is going to be less than leveling up one of our classes. So once leveling up our classes is more expensive, then purchasing the orders seems like a better fit. See if we get some new guns. No new rifles yet. Ah, but we do get a better shock trooper gun. Not vastly better, but, you know, +1 damage versus personnel. I still can't see these things ever significantly hurting armor. Even though it's doing +5 damage to armor, I would be amazed. Because don't tanks have, like, 45 defense at least anyway? Like, I don't imagine this really does much. Maybe if you run right up close and hit the radiator, but I don't know. Alright, so we can upgrade our Lancers as well, might as well.
All set for you.
Bigger guns. So it's another 50 damage per shot, it's not bad. Snipers, nothing new. We do upgrade our grenades. It's very, very cheap, so I see no reason not to. Even if I don't use grenades much, for 300, it's nothing. Interesting. And no new armor. No new armor. Okay, all of that is upgraded. Let's see about our tank. Alright, so we definitely should upgrade the mortar. That sounds good. I assume blast is like radius of the explosion, probably. And then more damage versus personnel sounds good. And armor, too. But if I could kill people in one hit with my mortar, that would be better than just injuring them. What else do we get? More tread defense or critical defense. I mean, these guys have to be equipped, so it's not as good. Nothing over there. Well, I can't afford them both. For now, we'll just keep buying all this stuff. While I've got the money, might as well spend it. So this is a coil spring. I think we'll be just about full after this radiator. Probably room for like one more upgrade or something. Yeah, depending on the size, room for just one left. I mean, this thing does give quite a lot of critical defense. Our radiator is much better protected than it used to be. So, I mean, that's a lot. We've got tread HP. You know, HP is probably like the least good. Defense is probably better. Critical defense, that's a lot. Those two, I mean, that's not a bad idea to equip those. Accuracy is good. Ammo is probably good. Sure. Alright. And just want to have a quick look at our total stats here. You know, it looks good to me. I don't know. I mean, where does it even say your critical defense? It doesn't even show that. It just shows body and tread. Oh well, it's all good. Let's go level up some people quick. Training field. Hey, drill instructor.
Welcome to your worst night.
I actually like it here. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so we'll start with the cheap ones for now. I've also heard that it's like level 10 or 11 we unlock like elite versions of our soldiers. So that sounds kind of cool. We do not have enough experience. Well, okay, let's see how much the next tiers cost.
No use for tears.
This will get everyone to level 5.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
You're still a maggot, though.
Okay, you've earned clearance for a new order.
Yeah, I gotta try these out. That sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, so I could pick engineer plus, like, scout. But I think what I want to do is give a shock trooper a level up. I feel like shock troopers and lancers are like the most important to get HP on right now. Because they seem to get up close and personal with the most danger. Snipers stay at range. Engineers don't really fight much. Scouts should be kept protected mostly. So you want your frontliners with more HP if you can do it. Alright. Anyway, that'll do.
Come back.
And we'll have a quick look, because it's been a couple episodes, let's have a quick look at the commands room. There should be some new soldiers, probably.
Hello, Welkin.
I got an achievement, apparently.
Oh, and there have been some new recruits. You should take a look at the master list.
I will, Captain Verrett. I will. We've got Montley. He likes meadows. What does that mean? He gets more defense in meadows. I think, of the perks I've seen so far, the best I've seen are the ones that give you accuracy or damage. The second best give you something like defense. And then the third are like decreases, but in an area that's not a big deal, maybe, you know. See, that's a bit scary. I can't put a scout near a lance or else he just loses HP every turn. I don't know. Neat freak. I still haven't really thought very much about squad building, to be honest. City kid. At least they get defense in the city, right? That's nice. Having allies. So this guy is very defensive for a lancer, for instance. At least at... See, you can't see... As far as I can tell, we can't actually see what class potentials they get until you use them, or until you move them over. Now, I did read that the next mission is a desert mission. At least that was the name of the chapter. So I'm thinking, like, if there's specifically, like, a desert scout, for instance, or shock trooper, I guess. Country bred, desert allergy. That sounds bad. Country bred, desert allergy. So there's nobody for shock troopers that's good in the desert. We've got nothing. What about scouts? Do we have any that are good in desert? Okay, so we've got one scout that can go in the desert that likes the desert. What about lancers? Child of nature, city, desert bred. We've got a lancer for the desert. We've got an engineer for the... I guess we're actually kind of covered. We've got, like, you know, one of each, kind of. Except for snipers. But we really don't get very many snipers. Oh. So should I move this guy in? You know, he's apparently good against enemy snipers. He's good in the desert. Does that actually give him... It gives him evasion. See, like, I don't think that actually... Never mind. It's not going to make much difference. If it gave him accuracy, I would probably actually bring him. I think that's why people have said Marina is good. Is because if... No, see, Lone Wolf is... Yeah, that's not a big deal. See, I think maybe some of my commenters got it mixed up. Some people were telling me that Lone Wolf was causing my sniper to miss because she was near the group on that Capture the Bridge mission. But by the looks of the stats, all it does is it drops her evasion. Her accuracy stays the same, so it's not a big deal. Having no allies lets them... She's got 2 perks, whatever they call them, potentials, that basically means she gets more evasive on her own. My Way and Lone Wolf are like almost the same. Lone Wolf is just the negative version, My Way is the positive version. But they both mean she should be on her own. But yeah, sorry guys, I don't think putting her in a group is actually a big deal because unless she's getting shot at, it doesn't really matter. That's the way I see it. Unless I'm misunderstanding it. That's why I don't care about those kind of potentials very much. This is good. So, Oscar, whenever we're fighting the Empire, which so far is everybody we fought, he's going to get more accuracy. So that's like, honestly, right now, just looking at these potentials, long range shouldn't be a big deal. He doesn't get up close. He gets an accuracy bonus against Imperials. This is only positive. Even if he's not in the metal, he doesn't lose anything. So he has, like, almost no negative potentials here, right? That's a boost. That's a boost. It doesn't really matter. That's a boost at night. And that's a negative only if you're not using your sniper correctly. So, I think Oscar so far looks a little better. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste any more time there, but I'm still thinking about how I want to build my squad. I haven't decided really what the best strategy is going to be. We'll get there. Also, we're going to plop a save down just so I don't have to redo all that stuff. Okay, we did a lot of stuff there. Quick save. Oh, you know, I forgot one thing, alright? I got a new weapon, remember? I assume we have to go to our barracks to equip it. I have no idea what we got. Let's have a look. I'm sure all you guys were super excited about seeing this too, so... Let's see. Is it a scout weapon? No. Is it a shock trooper? Thanks, game. Is it a shock trooper weapon? It is. So, it looks horrible. So it's got less aim, way less range, all for a bit more damage. That does not look like it's worth. So this would turn your shock troopers into almost like melee characters. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like the range on a normal Meg's M3 is pretty bad. This is less than half of that. I don't know what 80 means in terms of actual battle maps, but that's pretty low. And the aim, like, you really got to be right up close with the aim of E. I don't think I'm going to use it right now. It may have a really good opportunity if you know what to do, but it does give you 50% more damage, it's true. On the other hand, you have to be, like, point blank. And I don't think that's worth it, so that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping it was just, like, an upgrade, not a side grade. Alright, let's go have a look at our, what's it called? Our special chapter that we paid extra for. see how super exciting this stuff is.
Report. A taste of home.
Let's get some backstory on these guys. Paid $3,000. I'm expecting something good.
And done. That takes care of the report. Hmm? Who's there?
Reporter. Even worse, a pig with a medal.
Hans? Did you come here all by yourself?
Get in my
You
belly.
sure are smart. Hey, stop tugging, Hans. What's up? Is there something this way?
What's that, lassie? In the well?
Okay, I get it. Lead the way. And you can stop biting my boots already.
Or I'll turn you into one. Pig leather. Makes sense, right? Alright, so the pig with wings has brought us to Alicia.
Nice going, Hans. Thanks.
I just got led around base by a pig. Any idea what he wants with me, Alicia?
Oh no, I was the one who wanted to see you. Are you hungry, Walker?
Well, all this talk of pigs.
Hungry? Well, yeah, actually.
Every time I see a certain
Really? Oh, good.
militia
I
member.
whipped a little something up for you. Come see.
What? Back in the kitchen? Whoa.
Okay. Looks like he's gonna get some bun. Some homemade buns from Alicia. He's gonna sample Alicia's buns today. I don't know if I can make it any clearer.
Wow. I've never seen so much bread in one place. You
Yeah.
baked all this yourself, Alicia?
Mm-hmm.
Those are some hot
It's been a
buns.
while since I made anything. I was worried I might be getting a bit rusty. But the oven was free, so I helped myself.
It smells great.
That flour was meant to go to the front lines. People are gonna starve now. So the facial expression is ridiculous.
Okay?
Delicious.
Really?
Yeah. I've never eaten bread this good. It's really impressive.
I mean, I like some good bread too, but I don't think I'd ever get so excited about some fresh baked bread.
You know how chipmunks and hamsters stuff their little cheeks full of food like that? I finally understand why.
Because they don't have hands to carry stuff around with? I paid $3,000 for this, guys. $3,000. I could have upgraded a gun for that much money.
Oh, I'm so full. That was great, huh, Hans?
Hans was great. Oh, I mean,
I can't believe you put it all away. It was a little scary watching you two.
I have to admit, I really enjoy ham sandwiches. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Still, I'm glad you liked it. It feels good to see people enjoying my bread.
It felt good eating it. Thanks for baking it all.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Oh, Welkin, you have some... There's just a little crumb. There.
Hmm? Oh. So, you said you worked at a bakery before the war started?
Yeah. I was a live-in apprentice under the Meister running the shop. Once things settle down, I plan on taking the national exams and opening up my own bakery.
Wow. You need to be licensed to run a bakery? That sounds pretty tough.
Yeah, regulations are stiff.
It's been my dream since I was a
Unlike
little
uniform
girl.
regulations.
It's what I enjoy doing the most. I love imagining entire families eating the bread I make together. A loving husband, maybe, and cute little kids.
Alright,
waiting for
Welkin,
their
time to
mom
run.
home. She comes in with a big basket of my bread, and the kids all cheer and embrace her.
Okay.
Oh, and what if my bread brings the husband and wife closer together?
Seriously, dude, you gotta get out of there right now.
She could say, Oh, honey, you have a crumb in your beard, and then she'd... Listen to me. That's just like what happened here a minute ago,
Hope you-
Welkin, but
Are you all right, Alicia?
No.
Huh? I'm fine. Anyway, I'll keep baking it if you keep eating it.
Oh, good.
It's a deal. And thanks again.
He's just in it for the free food. All right, $3,000, guys. That's it. All right, let's go to the desert. After all that was too sappy for me. Into the Badlands. I can only handle so much of that kind of stuff. At some point, I'm like, ah. They're putting the J in this RPG for sure. Also, we've never fought in the desert. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. Has he got, like, watermelon? Watermelon.
Know what? This is one strange place. Rocks with holes in them. Dug up ground as far as the eye can see.
Not always. They say this used to be a huge ancient city. Now there's nothing but desert left.
We all know what happened. The Darkson calamity happened. They say the Darkhairs used some kind of dark arts to burn the city. Left nothing but ash.
Look, if they really have dark arts,
Can't see what
you should
kind of
stop
magic
bad-mouthing
used
them.
to burn up this much land, though. It's just crazy.
I don't know. Isara said that was a myth with no real historical evidence.
Look, their kind has been digging up Ragnite since forever. So who's to say they don't know some weird Darksony type way to use the stuff as a weapon? I'm just
It's
saying.
totally a myth.
Anyway, as I was saying, we are in the middle of the Badlands. And what exactly are we doing here?
We've received some intelligence. They're saying the Imperials have set up a base near the Barrius ruins. Squad 7 was sent out here to investigate. We need to verify the information.
Empyreans here? Some sandbox to come playing. I don't get those Empyreans. Who knows what they're thinking?
Imperians or Imperials?
She's right. Something is definitely up here. I mean, I just can't figure it out, you know? Why would they occupy this place?
Enemy sighted.
At least one of you guys was paying attention. Good work, Alicia.
Tanks at 040. Distance 800. Hold on. Yes. There are foot soldiers as well. And they're taking up combat positions.
Well, it looks like we found our bad guys.
Alright, I like Largo more than a lot of people on this mission.
Squad 7, combat formation.
He's got some problems with authority, but at least he's pretty cool. Alright, Jaeger and Gregor. Let's have a look. Jaeger's the cool enemy general. Gregor's the evil... Well, let's just put it out there. He looks kind of like typical Nazi dude, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I don't mean to be racist myself, but isn't that what they're kind of going there with there?
I didn't think you could look any gloomier.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, you know the deal.
Oh, it's you. Leave me be.
No need to be unfriendly, is there? Is there something on your mind, Gregor?
His Grace Maximilian. Barrius holds no strategic worth. Why lead a force there himself?
Secrets even from his generals.
He took Selvaria with him, so it probably has something to do with the Valkyria.
His Grace places too much stock in the power of the Valkyria.
Look, the game's name is basically Valkyrie. The power's gonna be there.
Maybe. But I can understand the fascination easily enough. The power of the Valkyria is enough to claim all of Europa. Maybe the entire globe.
Even without it, the Empire's military strength is quite capable of taking control of Europa.
Unless the enemy get one.
The stronger you are, the shorter that road.
See, he kind of forgot. He's kind of a bad general, right? Like, if there is a super weapon, like, I have no idea what they're talking about, really. If there is a super weapon that's capable of taking over the globe because it's so powerful, you still want to make sure you have it, because if your enemy gets it, no matter how good the rest of your forces are, you lose, right? You guys follow? It's pretty short-sighted, I think, on General Grigor there.
I say let him be. My homeland's independence is riding on Maximilian's word. I need him to return to the court with enough clout to honor that deal.
So he's just in the war for some ulterior motives, by the sounds of it.
Relax. We'll hear all about their desert adventures soon enough.
Alright. You know, I'm starting to get the feeling there's going to be some secrets revealed in the next few chapters.
You will now be briefed.
Oh, it's time for the battle. Okay. I'm going to end the episode here. It's only 26 minutes in, but I think this will work to split things up a little bit better. But you should be able, if you're following along live as I post these, you should see the second video showing up later today. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for the battle.